Are you ladies frustrated by your lack of progress in the gym? Are you constantly going but not seeing any results at all? If you are, you might be suffering from TFT. So, if you're about ready to give up and grab a Twinkie, put it down, and the bowl of ice cream, I know, I've been there before, and come with me. Feel the burn. Feels so good. Woo. If you're wondering what TFT is, it stands for typical female training. And what that is too much cardio, too much abs, too many machines, not intense enough, and no results. So if you're tired of seeing no results and you really want to know what the problem is, then now it's time to fight fat loss. That's a good article. Problem number one, doing too much cardio. The main problem here is that it's not intense enough. It doesn't burn a lot of calories. So unless you feel like you want to be a gerbil, constantly doing hours and hours of endless cardio, it's time to hop off and do something much more intense. And what I mean by that is something called high intensity interval training, where you're going to run and jog back and forth. This is going to produce what's called the afterburn effect. You really tell she's working out. So now it's time to do some interval training. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be pedaling on this bike. You can use a bike, elliptical, or treadmill. I choose to use the bike because it's easier on your knees, and from switching from doing cardio, steady state to this, it's probably going to be a little bit too hard. So just get a nice warm-up going. Warm up for 3 to 5 minutes, and then what you're going to want to do is set the resistance at the right level. So for me, I've done this before, I'm just going to crank that. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. And what we're going to do from here, after warming up for 3 to 5 minutes, is you're going to do 30 seconds all out intensity sprint, and then 30 seconds just normal jogging. And you're going to go back and forth between that for 15 to 20 minutes. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to begin in 3, 2, afterburn. Alright, so pedaling as fast as possible, getting as many revolutions in, breathing. Okay, it's burning. And that's 30 seconds. It seriously was. It was. Don't look at a YouTube video. It is 30 seconds. So now you're going to jog for 30 more seconds, and then you're going to repeat that, going back and forth between the two for 15 to 20 minutes. You get that afterburn effect. It's not the cheesy 80s movies. What it is, it means you're burning calories after you're done working out. So you're burning several hundred more. It's a more efficient use of your time. I don't even know what that works, okay? But most women do too much direct core work. And the big problem with that is that you develop a big blocky waist. Don't believe me? See this picture. Oh, no, but it had to be done. You had to see what it looks like, because now you know. So unless you want that big blocky waist, stop it. Too much direct core work, all those endless crunches build too much muscle down there. It makes your waist thicker. So you want to avoid it as Rihanna does Chris Brown. What you want to do instead is build a firm, solid midsection that's sleek and thin. So we're going to work on stabilizing the core. To build that slim, sexy waist, you want to work on stability, making that core nice and tight. So now it's time to do the plank. So from here, what we want to do is keep the core tight and hold this chin past hands, squeezing the butt like you're at prison, holding it very tight, and you're going to do it for a minute. Probably seen this before, probably done it a million times. There's lots of variations that you could do though. The second one that you could do is stability on the Swiss ball. So same thing, legs core tight, holding it for as long as you can. You do 3 sets. Another variation is a decline plank. So you do it with your feet elevated up on the ground and your hands down on the ground, trying to hold it. Remember, you want to avoid as much direct core work as possible. Too much core work equals that. Picture. See? It happened again. I was in the National Ballet Berlin. Okay, so that right there, I think I might have just broke it. I don't even know what it does. You should avoid machines like the play. The reason why is that they isolate and they don't work enough muscle groups. We want to focus on compound movements to burn as many calories as possible. I'm talking squats, I'm talking Romanian deadlifts, I'm talking reverse lunges, I'm talking types of exercises you ain't never heard about, but stay tuned because you will. Now, what this means is less time in the gym, more time for you to do the things that you want and to get the results that you're after. Problem 4, not intense enough, okay? So put this down. This does not work your triceps. Stop looking like Mr. Roboto. What you should do instead is, once again, bigger compound movements, things that actually make you sweat. That right there will not make you burn, shape, sculpt, or tone anything. It's just gonna waste your time. And no, doing compound movements won't make you bulky. And if they do, you can sue me, but you're gonna need a good lawyer for that. So, what you wanna do instead, let's say triceps. So what you wanna do for the triceps instead, try the bench dip, where from right here, you're gonna move your feet out, come all the way down, and push back up. This works the triceps and as well as the shoulder, so it works more than just one muscle group. Once again, saving you time and giving you results. I don't even know what that is, but I'm gonna call it the Omar exercise, new exercise. So now, you know better. You wanna avoid too much direct core work, avoid that cardio, avoid isolation movements, avoid machines, and avoid Chris Brown. Until next time.